Hey everyone, it is time for our monthly market update. I'm going to be updating October's residential market, and I'm going to be highlighting a commercial market update for office space in the DFW Metroplex. So let's get started. Good news is interest rates are given a huge shot in the arm, making the pendulum shift, and it appears that it's going to continue to shift going into 2020. So the latest news in this morning in the markets were that home starts were up 4%. And that's new construction home starts. So that means, one, the builders being more confident to put more specs out there, and two, buyers are buying new homes for new construction. So that's good news for the real estate market and our economy in general. And also, we are seeing home price increases again. You know, that's not so good news for the buyer, but good news for the seller. But home prices are increasing. We haven't seen this high of an increase in a while. It's been pretty much flat or down in some cases. So in the North Texas area, we've seen a 6% increase year over year for October from 2018. We haven't seen a 6% increase in a while, guys. So interest rates make a difference. They make a huge difference. They're bringing affordability back in. And then also, most economists out there are showing that the forecasts are going to be for home prices to increase through next year, or at least in the early part of next year. I still believe we're going to see this pendulum go back and forth because we're in a fight between the Fed pushing a bunch of cash into the system, making money cheap, and prices still going up, and affordability being an issue. And that's what put us into a correction into the market to begin with. But so that's good news for sellers, not so good news for buyers. Doesn't look like prices are going down anytime soon. Also, let's look at just in general market updates. Sales for October were up 11% in North Texas. Median home price up there's a 6% number. Days on market. Now we're still seeing homes sit longer. They're still up 8%. So we still have more inventory. The good inventory is being picked off now. Pending sales up 12% going into November. That's a huge bump into November. And then listed for sale only up 1%. So the inventory, we're seeing kind of an inventory drawdown, and then we really see that here when we look at our county on county by county basis. So if we look at average price in Rockwall County up 3%, Dallas County up 11%, Collin County is the only one with a saw a correction of 1.7%, and then Kaufman County up 12%. So we're seeing price increase across the board in general. Days on market, again, huge jumps in Rockwall, Dallas, and Kaufman County, but Collin County, they're seeing a drawdown in inventory, so we're seeing days on market flatten out instead of increasing every month. Month supply, we're seeing a drawdown on inventory. Look here, we're starting to see negative flat numbers in Dallas. Collin County down 10%, Kaufman County up 12%. That was the only increase in inventory. Remember, for the last year and a half, we've been seeing positive numbers here. Working into this little stall is what I would call it, not a correction. We never really saw a correction in the market. Homes for sale. Again, Rockwall County down, Dallas County up 2%, Collin County down, and Kaufman. It's just all over the place, isn't it, guys? New listings coming to the market up, so more people are putting on their homes in the market in Rockwall and Kaufman counties. Dallas and Collin counties basically flat. Pending sales. Pending sales for Rockwall County are up. So going in, this is a lead indicator into November, you're up 12%. Rockwall, Dallas County, 9%, flat in Collin County, and Kaufman County up 46%. So the new construction out there is coming in. And then closed sales for October, some big numbers, big jump in Rockwall County. Dallas County up 5%, Collin County up 6.5%, and then Kaufman County up 28%. So there you go. We're seeing this pendulum shift back and forth now that the Fed has come in and given a huge shot in the arm with lower interest rates, so we're seeing more activity, more sales, and that's good for the seller. Not so good for the buyer. They're starting to draw down the inventory. You're going to start seeing a little harder to buy. I think we're going to see that into the first quarter of next year, so it's going to be real interesting to see how this affects us into there. The momentum is definitely building into a stronger market into the first quarter of next year. So let's switch. So that's our residential market update. Basically, I would say flat. There is more inventory to choose from still, but we're starting to see a pendulum shift towards, okay, we might be shifting back towards a seller's market here if this continues. So instead of a balanced market. So that's the interesting thing there. And let's go on to the commercial market update as soon as I get it pulled up here. So office space for the DFW Metroplex. There is a ton of new inventory coming in, and there's a lot of absorption, and it is a good market in general simply because DFW added 133,000 residents, 90,000 new jobs. That's more residents added than any other metro in the whole country. So what that means is more jobs, businesses coming to our area. And I mean, you can look at the news lines. There's businesses coming to the DFW Metroplex daily. You can't even keep up with them. And so office is booming in the commercial real estate world. So just a big general picture, we have 392 million square feet of inventory. So we have quite a bit of inventory, and our under construction is 9.2 million. The absorption rate is 6.3 million a month and 14.8% vacancy rate, I'm sorry. So that's going to be our vacancy on what we have out there, and that's a general. So that shifts back and forth. It depends on where you're at. If you're in a hot area, let's say uptown Dallas, Frisco, your vacancy rates are going to be less than that. And then your market rent average is $26 per square foot. And yes, I concur with that. It's right around everywhere we go in this Metroplex, whether it's Rockwall, Frisco, Plano. Now uptown, you're going to get some higher rates because you just have more density, less office space, less new construction. You can get up to $40 a square foot in the area. So ultimately, what it comes down to in a commercial market update is there's a lot of new construction coming to the market, but in general, the forecast is that we're going to continue to see rates rise in the DFW Metroplex, and it's simply because more jobs and more people are coming to this area. They want to get away from taxes. There's a huge flight out of California, Illinois, Florida, and Louisiana. Those are the top 4 states for flight to Texas from people coming to Texas. So there's your market update. Good time to invest into some office space. Be careful where you do it. Check your inventory, because some areas you have a flood of inventory of office space, and that's depressing the prices that you can get for rent. And what I'm seeing, you need to at least be able to get $20 plus triple net to be able to make anything work on new construction. So that's my market update. If you need any real estate services, residential, commercial, property management, our team is here. Would love the opportunity to help you guys. Have a great day.